What's up, guys? It's Kevin Lindsay here with you, covering the ongoing saga, right, of Wayne County head coach football news. I told you guys the other day I wasn't going to be able to attend the board meeting, but today I did get a chance to listen to the live stream and kind of go over some things. Obviously, this was first reported, I want to say this was first reported by the Wayne County News, Paul King. He actually released an article last night on it. I would encourage you to go check out that article and read it and support their newspaper there at the Wayne County News. He's doing an awesome job with that. But here's kind of what I know and what I've been messaged again throughout the past probably 12, 24 hours, I guess we're approaching now. The first thing we found out was that there's going to be a special call meeting Monday at 11 a.m. because the board did table the decision on who the next head coach would be for Wayne County football, and then that was called special call meeting Monday at 11. Again, I'm not going to be there. Fortunately, Wes Jones, the Lady Mustangs, they are headed to the big house, so I'll be there Monday and may have some content for you there coming out of the big house Monday. So that's where I'll be at. Won't be at the special call board meeting, obviously. So I've just been following along online like a lot of people. Some things that I noted throughout the watching the live stream was you had two people speak, Mr. Larry Pickens and Mr. Carl Rogers. They both spoke, got 5 minutes to speak with the school board. Some highlights that I saw from them that I took. One was Mr. Carl Rogers. He said that he was overwhelmed because the board listened to the people. Mr. Pickens, he said during his time that this is about the community. It's not about wins and losses. I think he mentioned some other things about how a coach, I'm assuming he's talking about local guys could go into places and really resonate with kids, and I agree. I think that is entirely possible with a homegrown coach that could go in there and do that. One thing that Paul noted with the Wayne County News is that multiple people were wearing t-shirts endorsing Tracy Lampley. Knew that. If you've been on social media at any point, you'll see that there is a big well of support for Tracy. Again, I totally understand. He's a hometown guy, grew up, coached under Coach Marcus Boyles, played at Wayne County, just an overall great guy. So despite what some people on social media think that I give backhanded comments, Tracy's a really good guy, and I understand where the support comes from him. The one thing that I had actually talked about was I heard various reports of what the salary would be. The board made it known last night that the salary would be $91,000 for the head coach position. I did talk to a couple of coaches last night, and I said, hey, what do you think about that salary? And both that I talked to were a little shocked. They thought that it would be in the six-figure range for a job at Wayne County. So they were a little shocked, but it's pretty well competitive with other schools around here in this area. They just said they were a little bit surprised that it wasn't in the six-figure range. So there is that. That's about it as far as I know. The special call meeting Monday, that's going to happen at 11 o'clock. Maybe then we'll know who will be the next head coach as far as that goes. But there's a lot of things that Wayne County needs. I talked about a new superintendent, a new principal, and a new assistant superintendent from what I understand. So there's a lot of uncertainty. The one thing that I will close this out with, and this is something that I kind of wanted to say, and now that this video isn't too terribly long, is I do think from an outside perspective, looking in, just what my opinion is. I think that this position coming up is probably going to dictate where Wayne County High School football goes for the next decade. I think that it is that important of a hire, and I think that it's very important that this board and this committee gets it right. Whether that be a Tracy Lampley, who obviously has a ton of fan support, and I think has a ton of potential there, or if it's someone else. I do, no matter who is hired, believe that this is going to turn Wayne County in a positive or negative direction as far as a football program, forward or backwards for the next decade. I think it is that important of a hire. So I do appreciate that the committee is taking their time and obviously vetting candidates and going through the interviews and things like that. Again, like I said in my last video, I would encourage the committee, encourage the ones on the school board, not only make a good head coach position, but I think something that's lost in all of this is to hire good leadership for your superintendent, assistant superintendent, and principal, because sports are one aspect, obviously, and that's one thing that we think of, but also that principal and superintendent position is the most important position for those kids. So that's my 2 cents. I do think that this coaching hire will dictate where that program goes as a football program, but I think that superintendent position, it will dictate where that school goes for the foreseeable future. So I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to shut up. Hopefully Monday we'll know some things. So that's all I've got. I hope that you guys have a great weekend. I'll be at Mississippi Gulf Coast tomorrow covering South Jones and Wayne County. That's another thing too. There's a lot going on in Wayne County. Your girls and your boys are both have the opportunity to go to Jackson. I believe the girls are still in it. I know the boys are. So there's a lot to be proud of in Wayne County, especially on the hardwood side. You guys have a great day. I'll see you later.